Welcome back, family, friends, and everyone watching. Mickey back with you from Hills Mill Homestead. Today I'm working on another project I wanted to share with you. Now, it's bad weather coming tonight, lots of rain and high wind, so I'm having to build a cover over my little garden here. This is what I call my salad bar, but I think it's also something that every homestead needs. I'll give you an example of how maybe some people might say extreme that I go with, but if I think that there is some actual ground or soil that I can plant into, I'm going to find something to plant. And so along with my salad bar, I am going to add a lot of these little bulb onions. And I'm just going to place them wherever I think they're going to grow, and as they grow they're just going to be green onions, and I'm going to pick them, so it's not going to affect the actual plants. It's really a good companion plant for different type of pests and caterpillars and all of that. And don't forget that my Electroculture antenna works great to keep slugs and snails and other pests away from your plants. So that's something that I may not mention enough, and I'm going to in the future. I found out some information that I'm going to share with you along the way, and so we'll see where that goes, and we're all going to learn. I've already known, but more and more is coming out. So anyway, this is what I'm working on. I've got about 3 different types of lettuce. I've got romaine, red romaine, new fire red. I've got some spinach. I've got about 6 or 7 broccolis. And I've also got some chard and celery. And so I'm going to be adding my antennas in here when I get through planting my bulbs. It's a little windy today. There may be some background noise. And so I'm not going to do a lot of talking while I'm doing this. But I've got another little video clip that I'm going to add in here, and I need your help. I've got 2 animals here at the homestead that have never had a name, and just leave me a comment on what you think, and then give me a suggestion for a name for each of them. But as I'm planting these, I'm going to put that clip in. When I get done putting my shelter over this one, it's a frost cloth. I'm going to show you my onions. I already have one over half of my onions. You've seen in a previous video the plants that I had, and so I had about 250, and I've got all those out, but I've got half of them covered up, and I'm going to see which half does better, covered up or the ones that are out in the open. Now I know that we've got at least 2, maybe 3 more nights it's going to get below freezing. So it's not really going to hurt a lot of these plants, but I'm not going to let it frost and freeze on them if I can prevent it. So that's what I'm doing now. Watch this clip. Give me a comment on what you think a good name would be for these 2 animals. And goodness gracious, the homestead's coming together. I'm getting a lot planted. I've got my container garden planted. Well, at least half of it's already planted. I'm saving half of it for when frost is not going to be a danger. So hang on, watch this next clip. I'm going to get some of these bulb onions planted. I've got a lot of white ones. And I have got a lot more candy bulbs. So that's what I'm going to get planted here. Stand by. tell you, these are some good sized bulbs. These are candy. So we're gonna see how they'll grow in our salad bar. But I think every homestead, every gardener, every farm needs a salad bar. And it doesn't really take a big area to really produce a lot that's going to feed a good sized family, if not more. Running out of room on this side, I'm going to go to the other side and finish planting this whole area. One thing that I absolutely love, that I've started doing more and more of, especially since I have these raised beds, which are about a little less than waist high, but it's easy to access it without really straining and having to bend over a lot, is I've gone to more or less a no-till system of these raised beds. And simply by all the compost that I make, and fortunately I found another location where I can actually go and buy loads of compost at a pretty good price. So I'm just constantly adding and adding to these beds. And when I see grass pull up, or when I see grass growing, I'll pull it up. You're going to have weeds that come up every now and then, and different grasses, but as long as you're pulling them up and getting rid of them, then eventually they're going to be covered up where they're not going to come through the soil and germinate. And so I just continuously add compost and keep the different grasses or anything that comes up. If it don't grow that I can eat, it's got to go. All right, I'm gonna go to the other side and finish planting my bulb onions, and stay with me. You'll see a finished product here in just a minute. Kitty, kitty, which one are you, kitty or cat? Kitty cat, where are you going? Kitty, kitty. Kitty cat, kitty, kitty, where are you going? Is your name kitty or cat? Is it kitty or cat? Just a couple of barn cats. But I think they need a permanent name. What do you think, kitty cat? Don't you need a name? Let's see if we can find you a permanent name. How about that? And your brother. Well, everybody, got this project finished. Got this section done. I got my frost cover finished and everything watered in all the way, my onions. I'm gonna take the camera and show you and let you see all of this a little bit closer. It's windy and I'm hoping that you're not having a problem hearing me, but just want to say thank you for spending some of your time watching this video. I really appreciate it. Stay with me. I'm going to the container garden next. I got another video coming out. I'll show you everything that I've done in that area with all my smaller containers and my larger containers. If you're not a subscriber and you find some value in our content, hopefully you'll subscribe to our channel and share and give us a thumbs up. Leave some comments for the two animals that need a name desperately. I call them kitty and cat, but they actually need some names. So guys, thank you for watching, and I'll have another video coming out soon.